Hi ladies, I'm sitting here with my dear friend Debbie Lichter. She's a food addiction and embodiment expert. And I'm really excited to talk with her this week because, I want to be a little vulnerable too. That, I noticed like there's demands that have been coming up for me. I'm speaking on more telesummits and there's just a lot of things that are happening, a lot of opportunities are coming up. And I realized this week, gosh, I just ate more chocolate than I normally eat.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I'm inhaling the chocolate, right? And I'm like not even noticing it. I'm like, it's not that bad. It's just like, half of the chocolate raisins are gone, so. And so I love to talk with you about that, like the theme of like around like, lying to yourself, self-betrayal when it comes to food, because it's like, I'm so inspired by hearing that.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. And thank you for just leading with vulnerability, which is just so important because truly, like, vulnerability is also, it's a huge thing that I work on with my clients in the way of, like, getting honest. Is a really vulnerable thing to do. And so many women who I talk to who are intelligent, who are successful in other areas of their life, like, it's really hard for them to even get honest with themselves. And there is that level of, like you said, self-betrayal or self-delusion. Like, well, it's not that bad, or maybe I can just, maybe I'll just figure this out later, or, or like self-betrayal also shows up as not listening to our own gut.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. I just put my hand on my belly and my hand on my heart right here, because what I find so much is that, with the women that I speak with, is that they're so busy running around throughout the day, like, giving everything that they have to other people, like, and like you said, life keeps on demanding of us. And the more successful we are, the more opportunities we have. And then it just creates more stuff to be stressed about, and to obsess about. And so what I see, the pattern that I see happening for so many women is that they give. They're out there. They're really being positive lights out there in the world. But then they come home exhausted and depleted. Like, they just gave everything to everyone else. And now they're like, I want something for me.
Yeah.
This is my time that I want to do something for me that's pleasurable for me.
Right.
But it still ends up being a self-betrayal, because then they'll go for the food as kind of a quick fix.
Right.
But soon after that, they're just having more shame, more embarrassment, beating themselves up, feeling worse about themselves. Self-worth goes in the toilet. And then they're coming at the world the next day from that place. Okay, well, I clearly am not worthy, and now I've got to be more.
Right.
I've got to make up for the fact that I'm not worthy. I've got to be better than how I think I am. And then they go out and then it's back into the, like, overgiving and people pleasing and overcompensating, all that kind of stuff. And so there's this constant pattern of self-betrayal. And then it's like, but I can't let people know that I'm overextended, because then they won't like me and then I'll disappoint them. And so then they don't speak. And so there's just all these ways that we're not actually honoring our own truth. And that's really what I find, so food becomes a byproduct of really a deeper level of incongruence that's going on.
It's so deep, and I love that you talk about that incongruence, because we're going to talk about it on March 18.
Yes, we are.
What did you say? Like, you call it your little congruence conference?
Our little congruence mini conference.
Yeah, the congruence mini conference.
Yes.
So, what was like one tip like that they can start like implementing? Be like, my God, March 18 is so far. What's like one little nugget that you can give them?
Gosh, when there's so many things I want to share right now, but when you find yourself up in your head obsessing and trying to figure things out, and you're in the go and you feel like you're kind of just like spinning up like this, I would say just become aware of your feet on the ground. Just bring your awareness down, all the way down, feeling the sensation of your feet on the ground. And what that does is it actually brings your awareness all the way down out of the head and down to your body. and it slows your breath down, because when we are in that anxious space, we're actually breathing very shallow.
Yeah.
And this shallow breath actually starts to contribute to our self-doubt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's actually, and like what I'm going to be sharing on March 18th.
Oh my God.
I'm going to be sharing where to breathe so that you can not be in your anxious pattern so much throughout the day.
Oh, that's so delicious.
I know.
Oh, that's a little teaser, isn't it? So obviously you know what's next. You want to come to the conference. Confident and Connected on March 18, where this one is just gonna like illuminate us with her wisdom and her guidance, and really helps you to become congruent in your body, right? And get out of the self-betrayal and start trusting yourself, right? And and I help you to really step into overcoming your trust issues, loving all of your emotions that come up inside of yourself, right? Like really releasing all the resistance that you have to those emotions and have that emotional capacity instead. So, we're so excited to have you on March 18 to come to our event. Click on the link below and get your ticket now. So, Debbie, thank you so much for being here and giving
such an honor.
Giving my ladies some yummy, juicy snacks here. No pun intended. And we'll see you on March 18.
Bye.
Bye.